What's going on, guys? It's Cal here from Buffalo Sports Center. Today I am going to be listing off my top 10 favorite MLB stadiums. Now, in this video, it's just my personal opinion. I combined a bunch of things, history, appearance of the stadium, and just some personal things that I like about these stadiums. Now, I am a Mets fan, but Citi Field, if I had to put it, would be number 11 on this list, so it just missed out. Let's start off this video with stadium number 10, Yankee Stadium. What more can I say about Yankee Stadium than history? Again, this stadium was built in 2009. Again, you have the old school fencing around it, the white fencing. What's not to like about Yankee Stadium? I know a lot of people like to trash on Yankee Stadium. They say it's kind of a boring, generic stadium, but growing up watching those Yankee teams with Granderson, Cano, Teixeira, Jeter, A-Rod, I mean, it would be on the TV all day, every day. It really got me into baseball, watching those Yankees and Mets teams back in the day, and definitely watching at Yankee Stadium. It was just a classic place to watch a baseball game, and I actually just visited Yankee Stadium this year for the first time, and it was cool to come off the subway. You're just in the middle of New York City, in the Bronx. You see those old school posters and murals of old time players like Ichiro, Sabathia, all done. I gotta say, Yankee Stadium was cool to see, and again, it's my personal opinion. I know a lot of people have Yankee Stadium in the top 10. A lot of people have it in the bottom 10. Let's move on to number 9, Busch Stadium, home of the St. Louis Cardinals. It opened up in 2006, and this is just a gorgeous ballpark. You have the arch in the background. You got the nice, kind of city line in the background as well. Just a great ballpark. I'm definitely going to visit that in the future. Definitely one of the top stadiums I haven't been to that I want to visit. Every time I watch a ball game on TV at Busch Stadium, I just think to myself, man, I got to go one day to that stadium. So I had to put it in the top 10. It is number 9. Moving on to number 8. This one may surprise people. Kauffman Stadium, home of the Kansas City Royals, opened up in 1973. A really old ballpark indeed. But the thing with this stadium is I kind of combined my Buffalo bias a little bit, and it's not, because of Kansas City. That would go the opposite way. The tailgating in Kansas City. They have the big parking lot. There's a whole lot of tailgating, and as a Bills fan, a Buffalo person myself, tailgating is definitely high on the list. And something that has always caught my eye about this stadium is the fountains in the outfield. I love water, and they've definitely done a good job, and I think they just renovated that area as well to make it a little bit nicer in the outfield concourse with those fountains. So I've always thought it was a cool stadium, so I put that at number 8. Moving on to number 7, got to go with Petco Park, home of the San Diego Padres, opened up in 2004. Of course, you have the Western Metal Supply building in left field, right down the line, right on the foul pole. And again, it's just kind of right in the middle of San Diego. It's a great park, home of the Bartolo Colon home run, the legacy home run. How could you not love Petco Park? It's definitely been one of my favorite stadiums throughout my entire life, and I definitely hope to visit that one on the West Coast someday. Moving on to number 6, this one may surprise people as well. I have Target Field as number 6, home of the Minnesota Twins. This ballpark, I just kind of like the way it looks. Again, this is just kind of my personal opinion. I like the architecture in this stadium. I like their usage of bricks. I've always loved the darker dirt that they use on the field as well. So just kind of the total package. Every time I'm watching a Mets game against the Twins, I always look forward to the games in Minnesota, just getting to see the little bit of a different stadium and that dirt. I don't know, something about that darker dirt. I wish they would do the darker dirt throughout the entire infield, though. If they did, it would definitely be in my top 5, as crazy as that sounds. I just don't really like the contrast of the light dirt around the plate and on the mound. If they made it all that darker dirt, I would be in love with this stadium. Moving on to number 5, here's the classic. You guys knew it was going to be in here. Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs. Opened up in 1914. Again, this stadium is awesome. I am planning to go here later on in this month. Again, it's just right in the neighborhood. Again, if I do go here, I'll definitely have a vlog of me going here and giving my opinions in person, but through pictures and on television, it just looks like a great place to be. The fans are rowdy. They got, bleachers all over the place. You have the ivy in the outfield. Again, there's those, in the outfield, they have some of those, like it almost looks like it's on top of buildings, some of these bleachers, so it really is a cool stadium, and I'm definitely excited to go there later in this month. Moving on to number 4, we have another classic, Fenway Park, another stadium that I'm hoping to visit this summer. Opened up in 1912. Again, it's got that old-timey feel. You got the green steel and concrete in the concourse. Of course, the green monster. That itself puts it into the top 5. I love these stadiums that just have originality and kind of like that one thing that makes it theirs. And that's one of those things with some of the other sports like football. You don't see that too much in the NFL. Hockey, you can't really have that because everything's regulation. Whereas in the MLB, you could have kind of whatever field design and stadium design you want. So that's why I'm making this video. And again, if I visit, more parks in the future, this list will definitely change. This is not a set list at all, but I've been to, I think, around 6 or 7 so far, and, some of those I haven't included in this list, but again, that can change in the future. Moving on to our top 3. Number 3, Camden Yards in Baltimore, home of the Orioles. You have the B&O Warehouse in right field. I've been to this stadium twice, once when I was really young, another time this summer. I've already been there. Just a great place. I love the signage. I love the old-timey feel. The crowd was really into it as well. They have the new thing. I guess it's new. I think it's been there for a while, but they've really hyped it up the last couple of years where they have, the little beach section out in left field where they got the squirt guns and they're it's kind of like the bird bath, I think it's called. It's a cool feel, and then of course you have some food designs as well with crab and all that as well because it is in Baltimore. The stadium was cool too because we parked right across the street for I think like $20, pretty cheap, and the football stadium's right over there as well, so definitely a cool place to be. Moving on to number 2, I'm going with Oracle Park, home of the San Francisco Giants. And this, if it wasn't for the number 1 spot in this list, I would 100% have this at number 1 because this is just about as perfect as a baseball park can get. You look in right field, you have the water there. Of course, there's the people kayaking, canoeing, on boats, waiting for home runs to get hit out there. You have Triples Alley, again, a very unique aspect of this ballpark. You move over to left field, you have the giant glove and the giant Coca-Cola statue there. It is just a perfect ballpark. Again, if I go out west, I definitely have to hit up Oracle Park and Petco Park. Maybe Dodger Stadium too. I didn't include Dodger Stadium in this top 10. I know it's a historic park, but a lot of people say it's really not that nice if you go there. So I didn't include it in this list. But yeah, Oracle Park, 10 out of 10 ballpark. And moving on to our number 1 ballpark, of course, it is PNC Park, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Opened up in 2001, and I've been here so many times now. Again, it's close to Buffalo, and this is an 11 out of 10 ballpark. Again, you have the bridges, you have the rivers, you have the city line. It looks great in the day, it looks great in the night. If only the owner of this team, gave a little more effort into making the Pirates a consistent playoff team. This stadium is hands down the best in the league. I don't even want to hear any arguments. Again, if you disagree, you've never been to PNC Park. Limestone, steel, it's got it all. This is the perfect baseball park. Again, when you go there, you can take the subway. You could take a ferry across the river. You could go right by the Steelers Stadium. It's just the perfect ballpark. Again, I don't think anyone's going to argue with me about that one. If you don't have PNC Park as your number 1, it's got to be your top 3. If not, I'd love to hear why. Thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like and subscribe. Also leave a comment. What is your favorite MLB ballpark? I am hoping to do this video with some other sports in the future. Figured I'd start with Yankees, or not with Yankee Stadium. I did start the video with Yankee Stadium, but figured I'd start the series here with baseball parks. Again, let me know what you guys think of my list and what you would change. And again, this list is going to change throughout the years as I visit more and more parks. Thank you guys for watching this video, and peace out.